Assalamu alaikum, student. My name is Kehinde Oladayo, a geography teacher. Today, we're going to discuss about direction. Direction. To be specific, direction in geography. Direction. But before then, we need to do one step backward from what you have learned before, from map reading. Because when we do that, it will enable you to appreciate the new entry knowledge. Here, we are talking about direction, but to make it better and more clearer. Now let's start with what? Map reading. As we all know, map reading is the ability of learning, interpreting the skills required to understand, interpret, integrate, evaluate maps on our own as a student of geography. So now, having understood that map reading is the ability of what? Interpreting map. That is that map. Now, the direction here. In geography, we are talking about to determine what? The angular distance between two different locations. The angular distance between two different points. How do we go about that? First and foremost, we need to know that in geography, there are four First and foremost, we need to know that in geography, there are four major words, main cardinal points or direction. If I may use a layman language, there are four main directions. Now, in a geographical term, cardinal points. These four cardinal points are north, west, east, south. And so also, let's equally go about the location of a specific cardinal point. One. Here we have the four main cardinal points. And what are these four main cardinal points? This N stands for north. S stands for south. West for west. E for east. And that is to say, by this, we are now saying that for us to determine the direction of a particular place from one location to another, we must go by cardinal points. But before that, we still need to also understand that there are other more words, sub-cardinal points. Now, let's start this way from the main major cardinal points. We have the north, we have the south, we have the west, we have the east. Now, what are these sub-cardinal points? These four main cardinal points or direction, they are the determinants of this sub-cardinal point. How? From this north, if a particular object is located here, now you want to make a general reference to describe the location. The only way to go about it, this N is the major cardinal point. That's the what? The major factor. It means that we have to determine the location of this star or asterisk. It means we are going to add this to this. That is why we are going to have what? Northeast. It means that this very particular object, asterisk, is situated between north and east, and which we have what? Northeast. That is that. Then so also here, if you are to consider this same thing, the same thing is applicable to that of south. That is to say, here we are going to have what? Southeast. That is it. These very particular ones, sub-cardinal points, is situated, is located between south and east. And that is it. We now arrive to the what? Southeast. And so also we have this, we are going to have what? Southwards, west. Why it is southwest? Because if a particular object is not located here, in this very particular what? Southern parts or western parts, it means is what? Between the south and west. And so we have what? Southwest. Then the same thing applicable to this portion, this very particular location, using this N. We have what? Northwest. And by so doing, we have what? How many cardinal points? 8 cardinal points. That is it. The four main cardinal points and the what? The sub-cardinal point. Altogether, we have 8 cardinal points. We have up to 18 cardinal points. But at your level, what is going to be applicable and what you're going to come across as time goes on is within these 8 cardinal points. Now let's go about using this to determine direction. Since we have understood what is cardinal points and how many cardinal points do we have. Now, for example, now let's take a look at this example, relating it to the topic direction. Here we have town A, town B. Now, the question, let's use this same question. Find the direction of town A from town B. Find the direction of town A from town B. How do we go about that? First and foremost, you must first locate the 2 towns involved. Meaning, you have to position, you have to identify by showing what? Points. The points, it could be here or here, but make sure there is a point attached to that very particular what? Town. The same thing applicable here. So, having done that now, how many cardinal points we have? We mentioned that we have 4 cardinal points. You will equally do the same thing. You will plot it here on each town as this. The same thing applicable to town B. The same thing applicable to town A and B. What next now? You will equally identify north, south, east, west, north, south, west, east. The next thing is to do what? You will join the two towns together from the center. That is what? You come here, it will give you a meeting point where town A and B intersect together, just like this. As you can see now, if we are to go by the question, we need to understand the English using from. It means that our question here, find the direction of town A from town B. Where is our town B? It means town B here. This is town B, right? So, and anything we are going to do, we need to know where is our area of concern. It means our arrow this way from. So now, if I have to go by that, make sure that as you do that, get your cardinal point accurately, then join the two towns where you are going to have the meeting point together. Having done that, you should be able to understand where and what you are to do. That is it. From by this question, say from town B. Our town B is here. So it means that town B, you must start from north, right? Interpret it towards the meeting points. Where we have north, not what? South. It means not what? West, sorry. So, going by this method, it means that the direction from town A, the direction from town what? A. The direction of town A from what? B is what? Southwest. Simple as that. It means that if you have to go by this, you need to know that the major determinant is north and south. And go by the what? The meeting points. 1. Let me take you back again. First, you have to identify the towns involved or the places involved. And so also, you will equally what? Plot your cardinal point on each of these towns. At each of these towns, just like what we did here. Having done that, you will join the two different towns together. And by so doing, you will interpret using the same cardinal points. Thanks for listening. Ramadan Kareem.